Bringing you guys another video here to prepare for Matchday 3 with some tips that can hopefully help you guys do well in Matchday 3 for this upcoming matchday of the FIFA.play, the play.FIFA, my bad, the Club World Cup fantasy game. We're having a pretty solid Matchday 2 here, as you guys can see. Currently ranked 3.9. This is with getting screwed over Matchday 1 with that Mbappe BS. Had him as a 12-man. So it could honestly be whole lot better. But yeah, that's Matchday 2. We're focusing on Matchday 3 right now. I'm just gonna basically scroll down, give you guys some tips, for each matchup specifically, and then we'll go back and I'll show you guys the team that I have down for Matchday 3. I'm gonna be using the Wildcard, just a spoiler, but yeah. Scroll down here and let's take a look. Okay. So Matchday 3 here, Atletico Madrid, Botafogo, again. Tough to predict, but if there's two pieces that I would tell you guys is Igor Jesus for Botafogo and John for Botafogo. I'll be honest, I'm Brazilian. I'm a diehard Botafogo fan, so this might not be the best person for you to be listening to in terms of, advice on pieces for this matchup. But let's be honest here. Like, look at what Igor Jesus is doing. John's a great keeper. I don't know. I don't see why those wouldn't be good picks. You can obviously argue Atletico Madrid might score and all of this, but that's what they said. And I mean, we took down PSG, so I'll just stick with those two names. But again, I'm ultimately dodging the pieces on this game. I see other matchups with more, clear-cut pieces that can do well, including this one right here. PSG and Sounders again. PSG defenders, likes of Pacho, Hakimi, Nuno, Marquinhos, all valid shots. Very likely they keep a clean sheet here. And then pieces on the midfield, Kavicha, Kvara, however you want to call him. Barcola, I just have a feeling Barcola's going to do well here. He's going to star, but is it a risk? Yeah, that's why I'm ultimately not going with him. But if you guys want to take a shot on Barcola, I think it'll work out wonders for you. And yeah, in terms of pieces, I'd stick with those because PSG 4 is hard to tell, right? The core is in the midfield. Actually, I forgot about Vitinha. Vitinha is a great shot as well, right? Been playing out of his mind. He's on penalties, I believe. So Vitinha, Barcola, Kvara, and those defenders I talked about, great shots. I think the Sounders have done enough scoring. A lot of their goals, both of their goals were kind of BS. So I think PSG keep a clean sheet here. Palmeiras Inter Miami. Palmeiras are favorites. I see this game probably 0-0 or 1-0 for Palmeiras. Palmeiras defenders are good. And honestly, a lot of the thing with these Brazilian teams, guys, is we're underlooked. Brazilian teams are underlooked. And you can get some gems in terms of low ownership defenders that can give you those 2 extra points for scouting. So again, for Palmeiras, I don't know the ownership of these guys, top of my head, but Piquerez is their more attacking defender. A guy that you guys can look at. Giai, another one. The Palmeiras center backs. Weverton in the in net, their keeper might be under 5%. I don't know, but their defenders are good shots. And then I'd say Palmeiras forwards are good shots too for the game if you want to take a risk on one. Lopes, Vitor Roque, Estevão. Just kind of hard to tell which one of those is going to play. Mauricio might be a midfielder, but another good pick, okay? Porto, Al Ahly. Again, game where anything can happen in my opinion. Porto not doing anything special. Al Ahly is a team that has its moments as well. I might give a slight favoritism to Porto here, just because, I don't know, but could be the opposite. Al Ahly might win here comfortably, who knows. A piece that I'm definitely interested in for Porto is Samu. I just really like him for this match. If there weren't more clear-cut favorites on the, forwards end of things, I'd probably go with Samu for this match today. I think he's a hell of an option. And then I'd say Porto defenders might not be a bad shout. I think Porto could keep a clean sheet in this matchup. I'd be looking at Francisco Moura from you guys. This guy's classified as a defender in the game, 4 point something million, really cheap. and it's the guy that basically plays as a left winger or whatever his side is, a right winger. He plays on the sides, very advanced, has 3 goals, 9 assists already this season in the Portuguese league. Ridiculous, right? That's basically an extra attacker you're playing that can get you clean sheet points too. So, yeah, he's a really good piece. Benfica Bayern, again, I think Bayern probably favorites. Again, I feel like it's a game that both teams could score, but I think Bayern keep a clean sheet here. Probably going to start up with Macano on defense, a piece that you guys could be looking at. Neuer, why not? I think Bayern could definitely keep a clean sheet. But ultimately, Kane and Elise, very dangerous for you guys to keep out of your team. Bayern are not guaranteed in yet. In terms of first place, I believe they might be already guaranteed in the group. But yeah, they're still fighting for the top spot. I think Elise and Kane probably start. Again, if there weren't for the other options that to me are more clear cut, I'd go with those guys. I might be screwing up big time here by not going with them. But ultimately, just the higher favoritism for success, the likely outcome of success for the forwards that I put in my team. The fact that they're low ownership guys too, so I'm gonna get the bonus points. And I don't know, just kind of caused me to go with it. Have a good feeling about the guys. So, but yeah, these are some pieces I see working for this matchup. Boca against Auckland, again, Boca the biggest favorites. Just like any team that plays Auckland and any match day in this tournament, Auckland are just not on the same level of competition. Sound like a broken record maybe to some of you guys, but that's just the reality. Yeah, Boca attackers, Boca defenders, Boca keeper Marchesín is under 5%. Blanco, their fullback, is under 5%. Plays every game. Good opportunity for returns. Advíncula is their more advanced fullback, but guy that gets a lot of yellows, but is the guy that, again, below 5% of. You guys want to take a shot on him? I feel like the Boca clean sheet is not guaranteed, but we're talking 80-90% of the way there. Tunis against Chelsea. Chelsea slight favorites in my opinion. I don't think it's going to be a goal fest for Chelsea or anything, but, just keep in mind Nicola Jackson is suspended. I see the lap up front as a good option. Madueke, Neto, Palmer, Enzo, all of those guys that I believe are all midfielders, with the exception of the lap. Great options. I mean, valid, all of those guys. Chelsea defense is really, really good option as well for the match day. Just hard to tell who's going to play, right, in defense for Chelsea. But Sanchez, probably, and Colwell, the two more likely secured one. I see with good eyes. Flamengo, LAFC. Flamengo are favorites. Flamengo are already guaranteed to be through. They're just fighting for the top spot right now. Flamengo defenders, again, going back to the point of the underlooked Brazilian defenders that are low ownership, and high clean sheet odds. Guys like their keeper, Hossi. Guys like Leo Cheese if he plays, their center back. Guys like Varela, their right back if he plays. Again, high clean sheet odds, low ownership. Bonus points are there for you, so I'd definitely be looking at that. Flamengo attackers, hard to tell who's going to play as well, but Pedro, Luis Araújo, Arrascaeta is not an attacker, but is a midfielder. We saw what he did match day 1. Could be a repeat here match day 3. Great option. It's just hard to tell who's going to play because, like I said, they're kind of guaranteed already. They're just fighting for the top spot. But, yeah, those guys I see with good eyes. Bruno Henrique as well on the attack. A guy you can keep an eye on for Flamengo. Here, Dortmund favorites. Dortmund are still fighting for the top spot. They're going to have to score goals. Goal differential is in play here. So, I'd imagine Guirassy starts, Brandt starts, Adeyemi, all great options. I don't know what's going on with Gittins, I'll be honest with you guys, but I don't think he's fit, I'll be honest, but if he is, hey, he's a good shout. But I'd stick with those guys. If you want to take a shout in Metcha, I don't blame you. I'd rather take a shot on him than Joe Bellingham, I'll be honest, but Brandt, Girassi, Ariami, the safer picks, and obviously Dortmund defenders. Um, Again, their starting guys should play Kobel, good shout, Svensson, good shout, Benzabaini, Ryerson, Anton, great shots. I think look at ownership for those guys. Take the lower ownership ones because I mean, more potential for points for you. The scouting bonus, right? If the guy's below 5% owned, why not? Rather look at those guys. Fluminense, Mamelodi, Sundowns. I think Fluminense are slight favorites, but I could see both teams scoring here. There is a potential for Fluminense clean sheet, I'll be honest. I'd probably be exploring that if I was you guys. Fabio and net. Freights just scored. You guys can see I had him in my team for Matchday 2. Low ownership. Played really attacking this game. There is a rotation with their fullbacks, so just be careful. Fluminense fullbacks are pretty dangerous to pick from. But their defenders are valid. Thiago Silva, why not? But Arias in the midfield is honestly a must-have at this point. If you guys are living under a rock, you saw what the guy did just now, Matchday 2. Yeah, he's a must-have to me, this Matchday 3. Their forwards, it's kind of a question between Kano or Everaldo. If you get word on which one starts, at that point, whoever it is becomes a good option, okay? Yeah, that's about it for this match or for this matchup. Internazionale, River Plate, Lautaro Martinez, great shout, honestly always. Inter Milan defenders, great shot as well. It's just about who will play, who knows, right? But I think they can keep a clean sheet against River Plate. But it's tough to tell. River Plate could easily score. I stick with Lautaro Martinez and Sommer, probably the safest pick on defense. And that's about it on this here. I'm dodging this matchup right here. With that, Alain, I think with that are favorites, but ultimately I'm dodging as well. This one, another one I'm dodging. Man City, Juventus, they're going to be fighting probably here for the top spot in the group. But ultimately I'm dodging two good teams. Probably going to be a leveled game, right? Even, maybe not. I think it could happen when team pops off, but I think ultimately it will be not way too many goals here. See a 1-1 type of game. Who knows? 1-0, 0-0. I'm dodging ultimately. Real Madrid against Salzburg. Real Madrid are favorites, obviously. It's just a question of, again, who plays. If Mbappe plays, obviously he's a great option. I feel like this matchup's the type of matchup that a guy like Rodrigo is going to start and do well on. I don't know why. Just look at Rodrigo for this match day. Trust me. Real Madrid defenders, again, if you know who plays, anybody's a great shot, really. Trent, Hoyson, Asensio, Fran Garcia, right? Great shots. Just knowing who will. Then Al Hilal, Pachuca. I think Al Hilal are slim favorites here. You could be looking at their forward options like Max Leonard, Milinkovic Savic. I don't know if he's classified as a mid or a forward. And then Aldisari. Those are the three main guys you'd be looking at for goal returns. And then their defenders are valid too. I think Pachuca could score, so be careful. But Bono and goal, I mean, guy's a beast, so why not? If you want to pick out hella defenders, a defender, I don't think you should go more than that, but I think it's valid. That's about it for the matchups analysis. Now I'm going to show you guys my team here that I did. I will be using the wild card. So this is what we got working with right now. You guys can see on the screen. I think this team makes a lot of sense based on the tips I just gave you for the matchups. I don't think much is going to change. If I do change, it's going to be a piece on defense. Maybe I don't double Fluminense. But yeah, probably just going to lock this in, go with the gut. Your gut's always the right way, eh? Tired of getting guys out last second and they fucking go and ball out, but it's the team I made straight from the gut right here. Probably gonna keep it, honestly. Like I said, maybe I switch the keeper so I don't double Fluminense, but yeah, hopefully I helped you guys with the tips like I showed you guys here. Currently, we're top 3K. Could honestly be higher. That BS with Mbappe match they won screwed over our 12-man ship. But yeah, aim to keep climbing. Hopefully these tips helped you guys. If you guys see any good options that I didn't mention, leave them in the comments. If you guys disagree with anything I said, let me know in the comments. And yeah, peace out.